found this list online. The internet is full of very strange things. So today I wanted to share with you 10 bizarre tips for saving money that you may have never heard before. There's actually a couple on here that I've done. Hi everybody, my name is Sarah. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm the founder of Frozen Pennies. I'm a financial coach and we are debt-free as a family. So when it comes to saving money, there's the extreme, there's the bizarre, and then there's the realistic. And the scale for these things really is dependent on your personalities. So I found this list of bizarre tips to save money that you may never have heard before. And some of them you may have heard before, so maybe never heard before is kind of also unrealistic. But they were fun, so I wanted to share them with you. Number 1, stop using toilet paper. Some people do this. It's a thing where you actually use an old rag or a cloth to cleanse yourself after using the bathroom. It does save money. You just rinse out the cloth and reuse. Number 2 is something that I talk about all the time and that I do all the time, cut your own hair. Some people might consider this bizarre. I think it's just perfectly fine. I don't think that there's anything bizarre about it. Some people think that you should leave something like hair cutting to the experts. Now, if I were one to color my own hair, I might consider going to a professional for that because it's science and chemicals, and many times the store-bought products just don't last as well as a professional product might. So coloring your own hair may be better off, but it certainly isn't bizarre to color your own hair. Number 3, live your life following the sun. No, I don't mean chasing the sun like going on vacation every winter. I mean when the sun comes up, you wake up. When the sun goes down, you go to bed. You go to bed when the sun goes down. That way you're not using any electricity, any lights, or anything else. You're literally going to sleep and putting everything else in your house to sleep as well, all in order to save money. Number 4, reuse water. This isn't necessarily quite as bizarre as some of the other things that I have on my list today, but putting a pan in your sink so when you run the water, wash your hands, as long as you're using a healthy biodegradable soap, you can reuse that water for other things. Reuse the water for washing, reuse the water for flushing toilets, watering plants, for example. Anytime the water runs out of the faucet, you catch it in a basin and reuse it for other purposes. Number 5, stop eating. Now, I don't mean to stop eating altogether. I just mean stop eating so much. We as Americans, we eat too much. Consider going down to 1 or 2 meals a day without snacks, making sure you get adequate nutrition and adequate calories for your body size without going over. That's the thing. Most of us eat way more calories than we actually need. So stop eating, save some money. Number 6, flush less. What's that saying? If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Consider that. Consider saving some money on your water bill and not flushing your toilet as much. Also, going back to the whole water thing, use water instead of flushing. Number 7, don't turn the lights on and use candles. This is kind of romantic. We here in upstate New York, there have been a few times in the winter where we've lost power. And we have an emergency box in the cellar which consists of candles and flicker lighters and lanterns, oil lanterns, flashlights, all of the things that you might need to light your home if you don't have any power. Well, instead of waiting for an emergency power outage, why not spend your evenings by candlelight if you need light? And even consider things like this for task lighting, for sewing, or for reading. This is pretty neat. This has a charger here. You can see that, right? So it charges It doesn't have batteries, regular normal batteries in it, which is very appealing to me. And there are two little flashlights. I'm going to try not to shine these in your eyes, just so I can show you. There are buttons here on each side, and they have different volumes, basically. I bought this for camping. My husband wears a headlamp. Those are also fantastic. But I bought this for camping so I could read in the dark. It works great. I love this thing. It also works great for hands-free if you're walking around and you're in the kitchen making a cup of tea and you don't want to turn the lights on. These are bendable. I'll put a link if I can find them in the description. I know I got them on Amazon. Number 8, stop giving gifts. Don't give gifts. Call somebody on their birthday, wish them a happy birthday, send them a text, send them an email. There's even these fancy little e-cards that you can email somebody on their birthday, so you don't send them a card. You save postage, the card cost, and the cost of a gift. I wouldn't mind this so much. As an adult, there's nothing that I need, so getting a lot of gifts is nice. I love the thought. I love that somebody thought of me. Even sending me a birthday card. It's okay. Send me a quick text, have a conversation, reach out. A phone call is fantastic for me. Just knowing that you're thinking about me on my day is so much better for me than something that I'm just not going to be able to use. So consider giving up gifts, even at Christmas. I would rather have all of my family together with a nice meal, some fancy desserts, maybe a cup of coffee. Instead of gifting, I would rather just have their company. Number 9, stop showering. Okay, this as a whole is kind of extreme. I mean, it's doable, but it's extreme. But if you were to consider, instead of showering every day, consider showering every other day and stop using soap. Consider something like this. This is a microfiber washcloth made by Norex. I can leave this in the link down below. This washcloth has silver sewn into the fabric, which means, I don't know if you know this or not, but silver is antibacterial. So these washcloths are antibacterial. This means that you don't actually need soap to clean your body. I mean, most of us aren't really that dirty. If you have a job where, you're dirty and sweaty and your hands get really dirty, you might need soap to get the dirt, the grease, the oil off. But for the majority of us, for example, me, what am I doing, right? The dirtiest I get is when I'm transplanting plants. So for me, and these are great for your face, they're also fantastic for cleaning your glasses, just saying. But without worrying about soap, you are going to save some money. And then if you're showering instead of every day, every other day, again, you're saving half the amount of water every month that you normally would. It's really not that bizarre. And number 10, don't get sick. As I sit here sniffling after our trip that we just got back from, exposed to all of those people, I'm pretty sure I may be coming down with a small cold. But if you take care of yourself and you don't get sick, you are going to save all sorts of money. Doctor's bills, cold medicine, cough drops, COVID tests, for example. All of those things, if you keep yourself healthy, take your vitamins, and eat a healthy diet, get plenty of sleep, drink your water, you're going to stay healthier. So you're not going to get sick. The investment that you make in yourself is going to probably save you money in the long run. That's it, everybody. That's all I've got for your 10 bizarre tips that you may not have thought of. Even though these in itself are extreme, versions of these really aren't that far-fetched. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.